I'm going to show you guys how I paint these white roses using gouache. I used a watercolor sketchbook and these 4 brushes that I got from my Artify brush kit. As usual, I start with a dark background and then I remove my tape once that's dry. I start by using a dark green to create the leaves, but I gradually lighten this color using both white and yellow. I like to vary the direction and size of the leaves so they don't all look the same. When you're about halfway done adding the leaves, that's when I like to start adding the roses. The roses are basically just blobs with irregular edges that are made to give the illusion of petals. And I used a very thick white gouache to paint these, so I didn't add a lot of water to the gouache, and I also made sure to add some smaller roses and little buds in there as well. Next, I added some more foliage using lighter shades of green, and I also added some stems to the little rose buds. Now you're going to fill the center of your roses with a peachy color and make sure to leave out some white around the edges. Now with your white, you're going to start creating C shapes starting from in towards the center of the rose, moving out. And as you move out, the strokes are going to get thicker. So now it's actually starting to look like a rose. Repeat this step with all of the roses, and then we're going to wait for it to dry before moving on to the next step. Sorry about the blur here, but the next step is using a dark pink to create some tiny lines. These are also C shapes moving in from the center to halfway out of the rose, and this just creates some nice definition for the petals. You might want to go in afterwards and soften some of those lines with your white gouache because some of them can look a little bit harsh, so that's what I'm doing here. I felt like something was missing, so I did end up adding some more lighter green leaves, and I feel like it pulled everything together. If you made it this far, thank you, and I hope that you feel inspired to give this a shot yourself.